Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of Toy Collector Review with me, Sergeant Geek. And today it's been a while, but we finally got some Transformer figures in, and I can't wait to get them. We got a bunch more than this, but today we're going to be looking at 3 core class figures. These are really cool, and apparently these things form up to form a giant robot. Well, giant to core class series. So guys, let's check out the 3 Dinobots that I got. Alright guys, so first off, let's go ahead and let's bring out these Dinobots. These are core class figures. We do have 3 of them today. As you can see here, we got Dinobot Swoop, I believe his name's Scar, and of course Grimlock. Now guys, before we actually take a look at the figures, let's go ahead and let's take a look at the packaging. So let's grab one of these boxes here, take a quick look. As you can see, you got a nice big window to see the figure. This is Transformers Legacy Evolution. You got a big photo of Grimlock on the top on this one. You got his name on the bottom. You got a picture of Grimlock here on the side of the box. 10 moves to actually transform him from robot to dinosaur. Bunch of legal mumbo jumbo there. Another cool shot here on the side of the box. Very cool. Now we're just going to look at the whole box with these guys. We're going to take a look. You got a nice cool picture of Swoop up top. And you got his name down here. And of course, we got a nice cool picture of Scar right there. And we got his name down there, Scar with 2 R's. Very, very cool. These are some cool figures. And these are actually combiners, guys, in this class. So hopefully we see a lot more of this. But guys, let's go ahead and let's get them out of the box and let's take a look at the figures themselves. Alright guys, so now that we got them out of the box, let's go ahead and let's take a look at these cool little core class figures. Let's start it off with Grimlock here. Let's get a quick look and see. Hopefully my camera works fine and I don't have to do too much focusing. We get to take a look at some of the details. And since he is pretty small, we don't really have to do much. As you can see here, he does have lots of detail to him. And it is really cool how these core class figures are actually shaping up. This one does have a lot of hollowness to the back, but that's okay because these things have more than one transformation to them. Now the articulation, you can move his head left to right on Grimlock. His hands are on a ball joint at the shoulder, so you can go out 360, 180, but that's about it. No elbow articulation. He does have a little bit of wrist articulation, but that's due to transformation. At the hips, he can go out 90 degrees to the side, 90 degrees front and back. And he can actually go about 90 degrees at the knee right there. He doesn't have any thigh rotation. He does have hip rotation, but I did forget to show it on this video, but he does have it nevertheless. And there he is. Now he does come with an accessory, which I'm pretty sure goes into transformation later. Here is a little pistol that Grimlock actually gets. So let's go ahead and let's try to put that in his hand. Let's go ahead and squeeze that in there. There we go. Now he got his little pistol there. Pretty cool. Now let's go ahead. Let's take a look at the next core class figure here, which is the Dinobot Swoop. Once again, very colorful, almost detailed. Like you can see, he's got the pterodactyl face down the front like he does. He's got the head with the spike in the back, the way he's supposed to. Not really as hollow as Grimlock in the back there, just behind the legs, but nevertheless, that's fine. As you can see, his head is on a ball joint, so you do get a little bit more articulation than with Grimlock there, which is cool. Now he does have ball joints at the shoulders, so you can do all this stuff like Grimlock, but he does also have ball joints at the elbows as well, which helps out there too. Doesn't have any wrist articulation. Now let's move the legs out. You can see here his legs do go out 90 degrees to the side, 90 degrees to the front, and he can go 90 degrees to the back, as you can see here. And due to transformation, he can go past 90 degrees at the knee, as you can see here. So that does help with articulation. And he actually does have a little bit of a thigh rotation as well. So he has a little bit more articulation than Grimlock here, but very cool nevertheless. And he also has accessories here. He has 2 pistols. So let's go ahead and let's put these pistols in his hands. Yep. Okay, I dropped one. Let's go ahead and put the other one in, and then I'll go reach down below the table and grab his other pistol. Give me 1 second. Alright, now where did it fall to? There we go. Alright, put that in there. Alright. Very cool looking pistols there. So let's go ahead and set him up. And let's get him in the back there. Now let's bring up Scar. Now this is the first time I ever seen Scar. He might have other alternate bots in different Transformers universe, but this is the first one I ever had. And it's a cool little dinosaur here, as you can see, nicely detailed like the other ones. Not too much hollowness, except for once again in the legs, which seems to be the theme with these Dinobot core class figures, but still rather relatively cool. Just like Grimlock, his head can go left or right. He does have shoulder joints, ball joints at the shoulder, so he can do everything like the other bots did, but he doesn't have any other articulation in the arms, no elbows, no wrists. He does have a hip rotation as well. And with the legs, he can go out if you move this little leg there. He can go 90 degrees to the side there. As you can see, he can go 90 degrees forward. Let's straighten his leg out. As you can see, 90 degrees forward. And 90 degrees back. Now when it comes to the knee bend, as you can see here, once again, due to transformation, he can go past 90 degrees there, so that's another advantage point for him when posing him up. And he also comes with a little pistol here, but as you can notice, this one here, if you pay close attention, this one kind of looks like a hand, and that's because these core class Dinobots actually combined, which we're going to be taking a look at later to see what we can see with these Dinobots. But here they are in their robot mode, looking really cool. But guys, let's go ahead, let's transform them real fast, and let's check out their alt modes.
The Transformers will return after these messages. Diaclone.
恐竜のパワーにロボットの機動力、メカ恐竜がロボットに、時を超えてやってきた正義の戦士五大恐竜、宝の恐竜ロボ。
We now return to the Transformers.
Alright guys, so here they are in their Dinobot modes. Let's go ahead, let's take a look and see how well the core class figures hold up in their alt modes. Let's start with Grimlock here. Hopefully the camera will focus, it won't mess up too much. Now from a certain angle it does look pretty good, like from the front especially. It does look alright, not too messed up. He got those big bulges on his neck like he's a Franken Grimlock. But the back here kind of like loses it. It doesn't look like Grimlock's carrying a tail. It looks like he's dragging a backpack. Now the arms don't move, the little Dinobot arms. The head does go up and down. The legs do have the ball joints from the arms. As you can see, they still do everything that they did before. But like I said, back here it just looks all kinds of He looks good from the front, but any other angle he doesn't look all that great. Now let's take a look at Swoop. Swoop looks a little bit better. As you can see here, the arms just fold down to the side, they peg in. The legs fold up to the back to make the little backpack on Swoop. The wings fold out. Those little guns go on the wings. And the head kind of like just sits between this. Now his head doesn't have any articulation there either. Nothing pretty much has any articulation except for the wings here, which doesn't have much. But then again, Swoop doesn't actually flap his wings. And here, as you can see, like normally with the G1, you can tilt his head down. Can't do it on this one here. It's pretty much either up or down, so that's it. Now with Scar, he has a little bit more articulation here. It doesn't really look like much because he's looks like a big blob of gray when he's in his dino mode. The hand thing acts as a tail, but he does have some articulation. Well, not in the head, but he does have it in the legs. He can move them front and back, and pretty much that's the most of it. So you can make him walk. That's about it. Not much else. And if you want to pose him up on certain things, the tail doesn't move, the head doesn't move. He's pretty much a giant big blob of gray. But now, guys, like I said, these things are combiners as well, so they also have a combine mode. So guys, let's go ahead and let's get into that combine mode real fast. Alright guys, now these core class figures do have a combine mode, and we got them in their combine modes right here. So once again, let's go ahead and take a look. Grimlock, obviously he forms part of the leg, as you can see here. Very, very simple. Now, pretty much all these transformations to the combine mode, you actually have to transform them into the alt mode first. As you can see, he's the bottom leg. I believe if you're facing the combiner head on, face to face, he is on the right side of the robot. And then Swoop here is one arm. He is the left arm there, as you can see. Those two pistols actually combine to make up a hand. And here goes the right hand right here. Scar's the right arm. Makes me want to get the rest of these Dinobots so I can actually combine them. This is pretty cool. I think I'm going to try to see if I can find the rest of the Dinobots so I can combine them up. And guys, I think this here is where we're going to end the video for today. Alright guys, so that pretty much wraps up another episode of Toy Collector Review. Now when it comes to the core class figures of the Dinobots, are they collectible? Well guys, pretty much anything Transformers is collectible. Somebody's out there somewhere always wants it. Transformers is a hot ticket, so I would say yeah, these are pretty much collectible, and I would recommend getting them. Like I said, even if you don't like collecting the larger Transformers but you are a Transformer fan, these new core class figures are a good way to go. If you're short on space for collection, you can collect all the little core class figures. They do got details of the figures, of the original figures themselves, plus they're smaller for those people, like I said, who don't have a lot of space but do like Transformers. And guys, once again, it comes to that point in the video where if you haven't done so already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, become a member of this channel, hit that bell notification so you can be notified every time I put out a new video, and share these videos on all your social media platforms. And guys, smash that like button because it does help with the YouTube algorithm. And if there's anything in particular you would like to see on this channel, go ahead and hit me in the comment section below, and I will do my best to get that out there for you guys. Once again, I'm Sergeant Geek, and I'm signing off.